Hello, Dorna here. Welcome to my live chats. I'm here today to tell you you are a time traveler. You are always using your time machine, going to the past, writing it, shaping it, rewriting it, affecting your present self, and then shaping and reshaping your future. Did you know that? How do you do it? You do it by using stories. Stories are your time machine. Stories you tell yourself, stories you tell others, stories that affect how you see yourself, how you see others, how you see the world, and how you make decisions. They affect your choices. They affected your choices all along as you've been telling the stories, and they can affect the choices that you make today and affect your future. You see, quite not a long time ago, quite recently, I was talking to somebody and telling her a story that I have told hundreds, if not thousands of times. If you know me, the latter. And as I was saying the story, I realized that I've always said the story in one way and not another. And it dawned on me that every story that we say is one interpretation of an event that happened to us or that we have witnessed. One interpretation. And I realized in the midst of telling that story that I could have always interpreted it differently. I'm not going to tell you the whole story here. I'm just going to give you the title or tell you something about it. But really, if you want a long version of it and you're curious to know what happened, have a look at our blog. I've put the link down there somewhere. I've written the whole video and a little bit more on the blog. So you can read the story there. But in a nutshell, very, very shortly, when I was 7 in France, I was nearly kidnapped. When the kidnapper had me like this and I was kicking and screaming, he ran downstairs at one point and he let me down. At one point he let me down. And then at that point somebody came to see what was going on, helped me, took me home, I was saved. And then everything was okay. Everything was good. And the next day everything went back to normal and here I am today. What I learned from that lesson and from telling the story, what I learned from what I interpreted from that event were these. And I've always been interpreting it that way. 1, I can handle myself in the world because I had kicked and screamed quite nicely. 2, others come to your rescue because that gentleman and other gentlemen came and helped me out to take me home after the person had let me down. Put me down. And 3rd, I was very happy that I had parents that were so wise that they let me go out the next day and not to fear the world. 3, very important interpretation that have made me who I am today. What I realized is I could have very easily interpreted the same event this way. I am at the mercy of other people. Unless they come around, I'm not fully saved, really. 2, people are dangerous. 3, my parents were wrong. The world is not a safe place. Now you see, all of these interpretations are right. You can't say that it's wrong to choose a second set of interpretation. It's not wrong. It's as true, right? It is as true. Opposite to the first set, but still true. We agree, I think. What difference does it make? All the difference that it makes is to me, is to you. The way that you interpret what happens to you in the past affects you today. It affects you tomorrow. If I all of a sudden decide, if I'm low, if I all of a sudden decide to choose a second set of interpretation for the same thing, I was kidnapped when I was 7, I'm going to be a different person. I'm going to, the choices and the decisions that I have to make today, I'll be making them differently. Would you not agree? So, what I'm here really to suggest is use your time machines carefully. When you travel to the past, make sure that you write it in such a way that it empowers the stronger version of you for a better today and a better tomorrow. Thank you for watching.